Greetings, Reverend Phil here. Thought I'd jump in and talk to you guys a little bit about altars. I have two. I have a ceremonial altar, and I have an altar that is prepared for Cerrunos, my patron god. This is my puppy Kion. He's named after Kion Crisios, the Canis Major constellation. He's a ham. He thinks he gets all the attention. But as I was saying, I'm going to show setup of an altar dedicated to a specific deity, and I'm also going to show setup of an ancestor's altar, something to remember your family members and possibly, like I do, charge your special jewelry. Jump down, puppy. Jump down. Now, to get right into this, let's take a look. As I said before, I have two altars. I have my altar set for my ancestral remembrance. My daily altar where I charge my ring and say my affirmation. And then on the other side of the room, we have my working altar. This is the altar I perform my rituals and ceremonies at. It is dedicated to the god Cerrunos, or Cerrunos, depending upon how you say his name. As you can see, it is well kept and well maintained. Now, with a clean surface to start with, we're going to begin working on resetting the altar. I'm going to pause the video while I set up my phone camera for more better recording of me doing this. As I said, this is setting up an altar to the god Cerrunos. Okay, with our clean altar, all that's on it is my sword stand because it's kind of big and awkward to handle. Now, we begin by, I'm doing this one-handed, so bear with me, spreading our altar cloth. Mine is quite used and stained with age, but still serves its purpose. I need to get a new one. Been looking at some. There. Once you have your altar cloth on the table, you can begin from there. Now, for the next thing, we begin placing the items. Setting and placing. The first thing I'm going to place on the altar is this. It's quite well used Triquetra incense burner, candle holder. I place it on my altar. I say a blessing. Thank you, Cerrunos, for coming in presence on this altar and guiding me. I place in an incense, which is the incense sage. I use sage for cleansing purposes. Let me get out of my light here. Get my lighter here. I light the incense. Allow it to burn itself out and begin to smoke. Now that we've got, there's Kion again. Now that we've got this set here, the first thing I do is I take my wand. This is my wand, by the way. Here, I'll put it down so you can get a good look at it. It is a solid selenite wand wrapped with golden wire. I pass it in the smoke. Uh-oh, the smoke went out. This happens sometimes, especially with these cheap Walmart incense. I do not recommend you buy incense at Walmart, but they do have quite a variety of fragrances. Now, again, you pass the wand through the smoke, focusing your intentions, cleansing the energies, making it whole again, ready for use. And now to use, I cast a circle counterclockwise around my altar. I do it counterclockwise because it puts up a protection circle. I'm not summoning, I'm not calling, I'm protecting, I'm blocking. The next thing I'm going to do, I take my feather duster and I dust off my statue of Cerrunos. And I place him at the head of the altar, like so. Throne, as it be, for Cerrunos, god of the hunt, the horned god. Again, allowing the smoke to pass around him, and using my wand, I say, Cerrunos, I bless this altar in your name. Come bring peace and harmony to my altar. Next, I have this quaint little spell table. It's got a Triquetra on top of it and some unique patterns. I dust it. I place it in front of Cerrunos, in front of the incense. First, passing it through the smoke. By the way, always cleanse your altar items, keeping your intentions clean and happy. Now, with that said, I use 4 crystals. Amethyst, amethyst, citrine, I think it is, tiger's eye, and onyx. I place them in different positions based on my feelings. This particular time, the tiger's eye and onyx are in the back, the amethyst and citrine are in the front. Again, passing the wand over, I say a few words to Cerrunos. Bless these crystals as they bring me points of magic, energies, and guidance, Lord Cerrunos. Again, I have a piece of selenite. I use this as a focal point when I'm doing my meditations. You can see it's been used. It's got dirt on it right here. But anyway, I place this most commonly on the Triquetra in the center of the altar. That way it draws all the energies of my workings together. I also have selenite tower with the phases of the moon that represents the mother goddess. I place this in front of the incense on a pentagram base. So that it faces outward. As you can see, my altar is coming together. I have a chalice, crystal chalice. Very small, very quaint, has a beautiful etching on it. I place this next to Cerrunos because sometimes I give him offerings in it. Wines, milk, other things. Lastly, I have my cauldron. My little black cauldron with a pentacle on it. Pentagram, I mean. I set it on the opposite side where it holds my sage stick. Again, pass each item through the smoke of the sage, keeping your intentions. And letting the gods know that you are focused on good and well-being of the universe. And the last thing I place on my altar is my athame, or athame, or atham. I've heard several different ways of saying that word. This time I'm putting it on the left, because that's where it feels it should be. And there's my altar, my working altar, blessed and dedicated to the god Cerrunos. And here you have my finished altar, dressed with candles, burning incense, blessed in the name of Cerrunos. Blessed be.